So yesterday was session 61, and I feel at the moment I'm almost by the hour seeing the change in me, which is mind-blowing for myself. I'm really positive these days, and I feel I'm emanating that, and my friends are seeing that the change in me, and they're wide-eyed open about that change in me. I now have a light at home, and I've found a new, I mean there's many advantages, but one thing about it is if an issue comes up in here, what I've started doing is, the light will fix that. So I work out what the issue is and how I'm feeling about it and what it's brought up for me, and then I go downstairs, switch on and get all my little bits and pieces ready, and then go under the light. And my intention is to, either show me what it is I need to learn about this, or release it for me, or bring it up so I can deal with it. And I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, because whatever I'm thinking and what my intention is, all these visuals are coming, or they're not coming, but later an answer's coming. A few times now I've been totally out and thought, that didn't work. Excuse me. But maybe 5 minutes later or 2 hours later, a conversation has sparked something in me that I've remembered what happened in the light session, and then it's that person that's just pushed that little button for me that's activated what I need to do, or maybe it's already gone, and the change in me has been amazing, because it's like things are coming into me now, but I'm not holding on and focusing on and spending all this time, what if, and if I did this, and how about, and why didn't I do this, or I'm just going straight under the light and feeling my way through, or seeing the answers of what I should do, and then dealing with it, bang, finished, not even a thought anymore. And things are coming more and more, but I'm releasing more and more, and I feel so lightweight that I'm pinching myself that, is this really me? Because I'm realizing that something that I had before that really bugged the life out of me, or disturbed me in some way, doesn't even faze me. I'm just, okay, straight through, gone, finished, because I don't see any point in spending my time thinking about how to fix something when I can just go, all right, I'm going to make a decision and go with it. Sure, if it doesn't work out again, wrong decision, doesn't matter, I can change and go back in whatever direction again. But just the clarity I have is amazing. I'm doing the light every day because it's there for me. And I'm trying to keep it to the same time every day, which I find is quite beneficial as well, because my body's winding into that stage of, we're about to fly again, so to speak. And so I'm trying to keep a pattern there, but if I can't, it doesn't. I'm still experiencing the same things. The colours have totally changed for me now, and the patterns have changed. A lot of times I don't think there's anything happening, and again later I'm triggered. I'm getting so much gold now where gold wasn't there before, and I'm getting this, I don't know what the shape is yet, but it's coming up quite often. It's square with a round top and a triangle bottom, something like that, and I can spin it while I'm out. I can see it there, and I can walk over and just do that gently, and it spins like crazy, and I can see rainbows coming off it. And interesting thing about that is the other night I have a tetrahedron, I think it is, in my kitchen hanging, and the other night I spun it, and I got a glass of water, I automatic walk in and spin it, and I went and sat down at the table in the kitchen, and I looked at it, and suddenly I saw all these rainbows flicking out. And I thought for a minute, am I in or out of my body? And I realised I was totally in my body. And I sat there just looking at this, and that helped me to go back into the visions that I've had of where I've been able to flick it in I think it's been 5 times for sure now that, and although it was a different shape, the rainbows coming off it were interesting. And so I got my housemate, when they got home I was still awake, and I said, I want you to sit in this chair, and I didn't even say what I was going to do. I just went in the kitchen and I spun it, which he automatically looked up at, and then I continued to do what I was doing, and we were having a conversation, and I said, can you see anything in the house? And he was looking around. I said, no, can you see anything in the kitchen through the window that you're looking at? And he said, well, I see you, and I see these machines, and I see that thing spinning. And I said, can you see anything from that thing spinning? And he said, no, what am I supposed to be looking at? And yet I looked up and I saw rainbows again. And I actually did it today. I did it this afternoon. It was full daylight, and I flicked it, and then I stood back, and I didn't see as many rainbows, and they weren't as bright, but I saw rainbows. I feel really blessed that that's in my kitchen, and it's leaking this out into all the food and everything that I'm doing. My sleeping is amazing now, by the way. I put my head down, I put my intentions when my head hits the pillow. I give my body a hug and tell myself how much I love myself for showing up today and doing everything that was expected or wanted, and everything else that I did it anyway, and I'm out, and I'm totally out like a log. And I wake up in the morning and I'm very clear. I know I travel in the night. I haven't quite got that bit down pat yet, although I know I can fly and I can go here and there, but I haven't got the control over that yet. But my sleeping's great, and I'm more in love with myself and my energy than what I was, just a few weeks ago even. My heart feels so open and compassionate and so able to handle anything that's given to me. And my house is grounded, so I feel that that's making a big difference as well. I've had a few people through Under the Light. That's been a really growing experience for me, because to watch somebody change without me interfering, learning to keep my space for myself and for them as well, but watch them grow, has really opened me up more, because they're not experiencing anything I've experienced. It's so different from what I've experienced, and so I'm sitting there in awe at what they're sharing with me, and then watching them grow, and then actually hearing them say what they've noticed about themselves as well. Maybe 7 or 8 people now have shared with me, and everything has been very positive for them. My housemate's only been with me for 11 days, and he's had 9 sessions. He's going through a really full impact time in his life right now, and from when he arrived to this very broken soul that just wanted to be hugged like a little boy, to who he is now, that wakes up and says, yes, today's a better day than it was yesterday, and then in the afternoon it's like, this afternoon's better than it was this morning, and I'm going under the light, and he comes out, and he's not carrying all this stuff that is still there, but he's just emotionally detached from it and able to move past it, and it's nice to see him growing as a man. It's nice to see him going out and being strong again, and still having all this scattered mess around him to fix up and deal with. So I'm addicted. And I'm really blown away at the change in me, and I've had 4 people this week tell me how grounded I was, and that they wished that they could be as grounded as me. And I have to say, in 46 years of my life, I've never had anybody say that to me, ever. And I'm accepting it, and just saying thank you now, because I'm seeing that about myself, and it's great because it's been a long time that I've needed to be grounded, and so I'm very happy about that. So this is my baby, and we're a team now, and I'm very grateful for the journey.